Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a deck profile for Mekk-Knight Invoked. Pretty excited. This is an archetype that I've been wanting to try out for a while. Just never got around to picking the Mekk-Knight stuff up. Was finally able to, and yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy. Leave a like if you do. Comment if you have any questions or suggestions. Always nice to see. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Also, really quickly before I begin, thank you guys for getting me to 400 plus subscribers. Very awesome, a nice milestone. And hopefully we can get to the next one. But yeah, thank you guys. Let's go and get right into it. So starting off with the Alistairs, 3 Alistair the Invoker. Pretty standard for any invoked engine. Gets you your invocation, and you can boost your monster's attack by 1,000. So it can be helpful. All your fusion monsters, of course. Then next we have 3 Girsu, the Invoked Mekk-Knight. Pretty cool. This is just in case my opponent makes me go first, because usually I'll want to go second with this specific build, just because the Mekk-Knights work well going second because of the columns and everything like that. But yeah, this is just in case you gotta go first. You can discard the World Chalice from the deck, which is nice, and then you get to spawn a token. So not only can you go into some link plays, but you can put a token on your opponent's side of the field so that you can use your Mekk-Knights. Speaking of that, the 1 World Legacy World Chalice, just to search the trap. Then we have 2 Mekk-Knight Purple Nightfall. Now this should definitely be at 3, but when I picked up the core, I didn't realize there was only 2 in there, so I'll have to pick a 3rd one up, but definitely run that at 3. Very strong, you banish it, and it's a quick effect. You can banish any Mekk-Knight that you control, then search a Mekk-Knight. Really nice to dodge effects that target. Next we got 2 Mekk-Knight Blue Sky. Get you up to 2 Mekk-Knights from your deck to your hand, which is very nice. And then it has a decent defense, but mainly you'll just link climb with it usually. Then we have 2 Mekk-Knight Indigo Eclipse. This is the best Mekk-Knight, or like second best, I guess, because Purple Nightfall is pretty strong. But with the trap card, this is the best Mekk-Knight because you can move a Mekk-Knight into a different column. And it also helps that you can move it to then special summon another Mekk-Knight from your hand if it's in a column with 2 or more cards, of course. So very strong. One of my favorite Mekk-Knights. And then just for the one-ofs, got 1 Yellow Star. This is the spell and trap. You can banish a Mekk-Knight to destroy a spell or trap. And then the Red Moon, you can banish 1 Mekk-Knight in the graveyard to destroy a monster in its column. So pretty cool. That'll do it for the Mekk-Knights. Then we have, for a small Dogmatic engine, I always find myself throwing in a Mekk-Knight engine in most of my decks. Or Mekk-Knight Dogmatica engine, sorry. So 1 Ecclesia, 1 Fleur-de-Lis, and 1 Maximus. I'm not too sure how I feel about the Maximus right now. If anything, I'd probably throw in another Fleur-de-Lis or replace Maximus with the trap. So do with that what you will. Then we have, for the hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring and 2 Nibiru. Again, this is kind of a going second build, so having Nibiru can be very nice. You could even consider bumping that up to 3, which would be strong. That'll do it for the monsters. For the spells, 3 Magical Meltdown, searches your Alistair, which gets you Invocation, and it prevents your opponent from negating your fusion summons, which is very nice. Alright, next we have 3 World Legacy Memory. Now this card is pretty nice. Lets you special summon a Mekk-Knight from the hand or deck, which usually you'll go for Purple Nightfall, banish Purple Nightfall, get Blue Sky, or any of the other Mekk-Knights you need. Very strong. Then 2 Invocation for your Alistair plays, of course. Then 2 Nadir Servant, lets you send a extra deck monster graveyard, get a Dogmatica card. So really nice. You can send Intis if you're playing in the extra deck, or I usually send the Titanclad. So very nice. Then 2 Twin Twister, you kind of have to play the out to Mystic Mine. It's just how it is. And then 1 Called by the Grave. Of course, if you open it and you're able to stop a hand trap, it's very, very strong. Then for the traps, we got 3 Infinite Impermanence and 1 World Legacy Secret. Very nice. If you have the Indigo on the field, you can basically just start negating your opponent's monster effects, which is very strong. That'll do it for the main deck. That's 40 cards. For the extra deck, we have 1 Caliga, 1 Elder Entity Intis, just for the pops, of course. And, of course, the Caliga is just for stall if you have to go that route. We got 1 Purgatrio, very strong for attacking into everything and getting pretty big. 1 Agoides, very nice. You can banish a fusion to make it gain that attack, and then it pops a card, which is very strong. Then 2 Makaba, just for the negate. Then 1 Timeclad, usually just be sending it off with the Nadir Servant. For the links, we got 1 Almirage, 1 Secure Gardena, just the link climbing there for the Alistair plays. 1 Alistair, the Invoker of Madness. Now this is a card that you can definitely take out and put something else in. I just threw it in because I had the room. 1 Morningstar, 1 Unicorn, 1 Spectrum Supreme, 1 Avermax, and 1 Borrelsword Dragon. If you have access to the access code talker, like I say in almost all my videos, that is 100% a better option. Just currently don't have one. So yeah, that was the deck. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later.